All right, episode 3, the exterior of the building. So we have a great building. It's, it's solid, it's brick, it's beautiful, right on the west side. It's a nice large plot of land, big parking lot, but it was just old. It didn't look modern. I hated the brown brick. I hated the signs were all kind of just old and I don't know, it was just outdated. Everything was outdated. It had never been updated. The parking lot was crumbly and you couldn't see the stripes on it, and it just needed a major facelift. So, in working with ProBid, they came in and we talked about a lot of different things that could be done, what it would cost. Budget was a big thing I was focused on because I didn't, it's just stressful buying a building and remodeling it and, what's going to come up after this and what's going to come up after that and what kind of, just so many random things could pop up that you want to be careful and, leave yourself some room in case they do. But I was very, again, lucky working with ProBid that they were saving me so much money on random things up to that point that I was able to do a lot extra stuff that I had not originally planned on. So a few of those things, just to start, like the parking lot, for example, it was crumbly and kind of grimy and just kind of falling apart. We were able to come in and reseal the whole parking lot, making it look, nice and fresh and new, put fresh new painted stripes on it. And it was crazy how much just that alone helped the overall look of the building. And then, we got a very good price on painting the whole place. And I was very hesitant on painting the building. I talked to a lot of people before we moved forward with this. Because if you talk to any like masonry or mason, they would tell you never to paint brick. And my uncle was one, and he said, you don't want to paint brick, you don't want to do it. So I was very hesitant about painting it because I don't want to see it chipping off. You've seen brick places where paint's chipping off, it just looks dirty and cheap. And but after a lot of research, working closely with ProBid, talking with Sherwin-Williams, we found a product that was very high quality and was meant exactly for this. I had actually talked to some different people that had used the exact same product on painting their brick house and how it was still holding up. So we ended up moving forward with it, and it's one of those things that's super exciting because you're updating the look, but you're also stressed out a little bit because you don't know how it's going to hold up. One of the biggest things before starting the painting though was the cleaning of the building. It was very important that the whole building get washed so that it had a nice clean surface for this paint to adhere to. And again, trying to work with all of our clients and give back to them. Full blast pressure washing came in and they washed the whole building to make sure it was nice, clean, fresh surface for the paint to adhere to. And then after that, we let it dry out and it was time for paint. It just turned out amazing. And then to top it all off, we did a nice orange accent across the top, which is obviously our color. And it just made this place look so beautiful. I'm so happy we did it. Now, obviously only time will tell on how long that paint's gonna last or if it will, but I'm very confident in it at this point and feel really good about it. It just turned out so beautiful. Now, the other thing that had to be done was updating all the signage out here. We were very lucky in the fact that there were 2 nice pole signs. There was one right on Clock Tower. Something that's even cooler is there's one right on Veterans, one of the busiest streets in all of Springfield. We have a pole sign out there right on it. We knew we had to get these updated, get new faces in them, get a fresh paint job on them, and it was time to kind of think design on these, what we wanted to do. What we did is we worked with Ace Sign Company. Prior to starting this business, I worked at Ace Sign Company for 6 years. So I have a lot of good relationships over there, talked with them, worked it out, and we decided to go with painting the pole signs, the pole cabinet and the pole all orange. We knew this would stand out. It goes very well with our branding and it's just a unique look that's an eye catcher. So both poles and cabinets got painted orange. We put fresh brand new faces in them with our logo just nice and big on them. And even past that, something very cool is we did an LED upgrade on them. Not only is this brighter, it's amazing how bright they are at night, but it's more energy efficient, which hopefully long-term will save us a little bit of money. So an interesting story, during the sign upgrades, The one out on Veterans, we ended up running into a whole beehive or nest of bees that were in the pole. And you know, obviously bees are very important, and we didn't want to just seal them off or block them out or anything to happen to them. So we started having to try to figure out what to do about these bees. And Josh, that works here with us on our team, he started reaching out to apiarists about how to relocate these things, or if we needed to. And we were just very worried about it because, again, you know, bees are very important and we didn't want to kill anything or ruin their hive or whatever. So we sent some pictures, took a couple different pictures and sent them off, and ended up everything was going to be okay. I mean, they were getting in and out. They were bearding on the out. Is that the proper way to use that word? Bearding on the outside of the pole, which was interesting. It was actually ended up being just kind of a learning experience, and you know, it was nice that we didn't end up having to do anything or hurt the bees at all, and they just kind of were living in cohesiveness.